There's huge fallout. I mean, we covered part of this yesterday from this. It's a Michael Wolff, his book.
Michael Wolff.
And apparently, I want to say Donald Trump's attorneys, but I mean, it's the President of the United States, sent a cease and desist letter to both Michael Wolff and the book publisher, demanding they stop publication of the book.
This was Mark E. Salamode.
We issue
business.
An apology for defamatory statements made so far. Now, look, this doesn't mean anything other than it depends on how the rest of the government reacts to this. This is full-on fascistic. The President of the United States cannot insist upon the cease and the desisting of a publication of a book. There is no defamation here. You just can't do that as the President of the United States. And it really is a function of what the rest of the government does as to, how problematic this is going to be. Meanwhile, Anthony Scaramucci, who now sees an opening in the White House that seems to be fairly big.
Bring him back, please.
Is on George Stephanopoulos' show. And it's also, you can sort of contemplate this. It's sort of shocking in a way, right? Like, the guy was in the White House for 8 days. And yet he's on, like, the network show as theoretically as a spokesperson. I don't know what it is. As a commentator. But here he is defending Donald Trump Jr.
The treasonous comment is absolutely ridiculous. If Steve said that, he should get on the air. He should come on your show today and take it back, because there's nobody less treasonous than Don Jr. There's nobody more patriotic. Perhaps the president is more
Pause it for
patriotic.
1 second. But I want you to just contemplate the way he frames this. There's nobody less treasonous. He's not treasonous at all. It's just that relative to the context he's in, there's nobody less treasonous.
George, you and I are both people. We're men of the fucking world. Everybody here has got a little bit of treason in them. That little fucking moron has the least treason in a treasonous environment, partially because, as you said earlier, he's a moron.
He's dumb. He's dumb.
How smart? Look, in order to
we
do
got
treason,
we got people in the White House who are selling nuke ideas, nuke material to the Chinese.
if you knew half of the treason of this fucking White House, oh my
Believe
God.
me, he's the least of the treason.
Believe me, the kid's an idiot. He wants to cut up elephants in Africa, for God's sake. He's not your problem.
He'll shoot himself in the face, but he's not as treasonous as the other people there.
He's the endangered's problem, but not yours.
Let's keep
Don Jr. There's nobody more patriotic. Perhaps the president is more patriotic than Don Jr., but that's about it.
But was it smart to be meeting with Russians in Trump Tower?
So I didn't go to that meeting, and so I don't know all of the details related to the meeting. But to say somebody is treasonous and doing something against the interests of the United States because they took a meeting is absolutely ridiculous. You're not going to meet a more honest person than Don Jr.
So here he is, both saying simultaneously, I'm convinced that he's not guilty of what he's accused of, but I actually know nothing about it, and I want to make it clear that I was in no way associated with that moment at the meeting.
It's just blue sky scenario here. I think the little prick did nothing. His father's the best person in the world, and I wasn't involved. Is that clear enough, George?
Hi, folks. Sam Seder here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos